No, no, not this. But questions you'll do later.
I'll take the questions. So there is a question: how Sakshi is Brahman? Brahman, not Brahman. Brahman. Sakshi is the Brahman. So Brahman is supreme reality. Okay, the Vedantic definition of Brahman is Pradnanam Brahma. Awareness is Brahman. Okay, awareness is the light. The principle of awareness is knowing principle. Awareness. Okay, awareness is like space. Everything appears in as awareness and disappears. In the space, all the objects are there, but space is not affected by the object. In the presence of in space, the objects appear, objects are there, and objects are not there. Space doesn't. Space is not affected. Awareness is like a space of knowing, in which the entire world, body, mind, everything appears. Okay. Take the common space. There is a space inside this house and space outside this house. The inner space and outer space. The inner space and outer space are one and the same. Inner space is not different from the outer space. The awareness is like a space. The inner space within the body, inner space of awareness within the body is called Atma. The totality of space outside is called Brahman. Giving a space analogy. The inner space is called Atma, the outer space is called Brahman. The inner space, it is a space of knowing. Awareness is knowing. The Atma, in the form of Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness, it identifies with the body. It goes through ignorance. Chidabhasa, Jiva goes through ignorance, identifies with the body. It is like space within the house saying, I am the room space. I am the space of the building. Space has nothing to do with the room. Space is free from the room. Awareness has nothing to do with the individual. It's a knowing principle. Inner space and outer space are one and the same, but the inner space, knowing space, gets confused and identifies with the body. The Atma takes the form of Jiva in the form of Chidabhasa. It's only purely ignorance. There's no difference between inner space and outer space. For the Jiva, first level of teaching is you are Atma, Tvam. Okay, you are the Sakshi. You are not the body. It's like as good as saying the room space. You are not the room space. You are just a space. First recognize you are a space. Then telling the space that you are the inner space and outer space are same. Like that Jiva is told, recognize you are the Sakshi, the witness. And witness is nothing but awareness, Brahman. So these are the two steps taken. First is Tvam, you are the witness. Okay. So witness, then the question is how the Brahman is pure awareness. Brahman is everywhere. It is present in all the bodies. In the respective body, that the Atma can identify with the body in the form of Jiva. But ignorance is not there for the pure light, awareness. Another way of saying this is Atma is light. There is a light on the stage. It's called Nataka Deepika. There are many actors come on the stage, dance and go. So the actor, the lamp keeps throwing light on the actor. There's a reflected light. The reflected light is called reflected light in the language of Vedanta is called Chidabhasa. The original, the lamp on the stage is called Sakshi, the witness. It is a pure light, awareness. So actors come and go. Nothing happens to the witness, the Sakshi. So you are the Sakshi. And the Sakshi is nothing but pure light, awareness. In the presence of light, awareness, the objects appear and disappear. Thoughts appear and disappear. So you are not the mind. So like that, Atma is Brahman. So any process, you have to understand the difference between the thought and Sakshi. So there is a thought, I am seeing a flower. There's a flower thought and I thought. Both thoughts appear in the presence of Sakshi, the witness. The witness lights up I thought and flower thought. But only because of Chidabhasa, the I thought is confused with the Sakshi, Atma. Awareness. Okay, now, okay, is this clear? So there are two thoughts. Whenever I see something, I see a flower. Oh, there's a flower and I am seeing the flower. I am seeing the flower is a thought. The flower is also thought. Thought is in the mind. Now the Sakshi is identified with I thought. And I thought is identified with the body. So this is the confusion. Sakshi is not a thought. Sakshi is lighting a thought. Sakshi is the light on the stage, like awareness. It is giving the light, and that light is illuminating the thought. There is a confusion between the thought and the light. Sakshi is identified with I thought because of Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness. So there is a confusion with the object and the subject. This confusion has to be removed first. That's why it is taught. You are Tvam, means you are Sakshi first. Understand you are Sakshi. You are not a thought. I thought, not you. And then you understand Sakshi is nothing but a Brahman, awareness. Sakshi is nothing but awareness. So these two things you have to understand. Now the question here is, awareness is space or consciousness? Awareness is consciousness. Okay, awareness is consciousness. I gave example of space because space is what you can see. Space is what you can know. I gave example of space because in space the objects are appearing. In awareness, even the space and objects are appearing. That's why awareness is considered as like space, but awareness is not space. Space is appearing in awareness. Okay, I can give only example of space for awareness. Awareness is not space. Space is appearing in awareness. Just like space, awareness or Brahman is all pervading. In awareness, entire body, mind, and world and objects are appearing. Awareness appears in your mind, in your body also. This is Atma. But Atma is confused with the thoughts. That confusion has to be removed. That's all is Jnana. So hope this clarifies the teaching. There are some more questions. Then there are some more questions. The question is, be a witness to thoughts other than the mind, which is nothing but these thoughts. Is there something else which would witness these thoughts? See, the mind, mind is nothing but thoughts. Okay, is there something else which witnesses thoughts? There is something else which witnesses thoughts. That's why the mind appears and disappears. You are the witness. So the question is there anything other than the thoughts? Okay, there is other than thoughts is awareness or the Sakshi or the witness. So the mind, when you are in deep sleep, there's no mind, there are no thoughts, but you exist. When you wake up, the body appears and mind appears and thoughts appear. Okay, so you identify with the body, mind, and thought. And in dream, body, mind, and body disappears. Another another body is created, and another world appears. So, but you are the same in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. You are the witness of these three states. So, other than the thoughts, the witness is there, which is witnessing all these thought chains, and you are that thought. That is the key to understanding spiritual teaching. The witness should not be confused with the thoughts. So, awareness is knowing of everything that rises in it. Can I say that in pure awareness, it is a thought, it is rising. It is just a temporary coloring or modulation of the pure knowing. You are correct. All that is there is consciousness. A thought is also a temporary modulation of consciousness, apparent consciousness. It's like water, ocean, and wave. The wave is also water. Thought is also consciousness, but it's a temporary appearance of consciousness. So next question is, sir, what is my relationship with the thought? So you are the light. You are related to thought in two ways. Okay, thought is nothing but appearance of consciousness, a temporary appearance of consciousness. Okay, like water appearing as a wave. You are a temporary appearance of consciousness. That's one way. Second thing is thought. You are the knower of the thought. Thought appears and disappears, but you don't appear and disappear. You are the knower of the thought. So you have two relationships with the thought. One is thought is nothing but a modification, a temporary appearance of consciousness. You are the knower of the thought. Thought changes, but you don't change. The knowing principle doesn't change.
What is the relation?
It is related, no? Thought is nothing but appearance of consciousness. Wave is appearance in water.
So when he's asking what is my relation with consciousness, he is standing as witness.
No, he is asking what is my relation with the thought.
Thought, yeah. So what is that my? Is he asking as a witness or a consciousness or an individual?
He has to ask the question as witness only.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks.
Okay. One more question. As witness. So first thing, so the question is, as witness, I am eternal. I am supreme. So I am supreme. Yes. First, you have to recognize when you say I am, you have to understand I am is not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. All the conditioning you have to remove. The process of neti. The wave is the big wave, small wave. The wave is not wave. You have to recognize as water. Similarly, you have to recognize you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the intellect. You are not the thought. And thought, essential nature of thought is consciousness. And consciousness is the witness, the sakshi, the knowing principle. And witness is the light of awareness. Witness is individual, but awareness is universal, Brahman. So you are the awareness. In that sense, you are supreme. So there is a two-step recognition. First, you have to recognize your witness by recognizing what you are not. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. Then you have to recognize your relationship to the totality, awareness, Brahman. That is the meaning of Tattvam Asi. Okay?
Yes.
One more question.
So having removed.
Yes. Having removed the association, you are supreme. So this is the meaning of real meaning of detachment. Without removing the association, you are not supreme. You are an individual, Jiva. The Jiva is Brahman. When the Jiva recognizes, I am the Sakshi. For that, you have to remove the, don't remove it physically, you don't can remove the body, your mind and intellect. You have to logically remove. And then what you are is Supreme Brahman. So then the question is, so all gods are irrelevant. So this question is not, all gods are not irrelevant. Okay. When you are identifying with the body, you are an object in the universal consciousness. So you are a body, I am a body, we are separate bodies. Then God also, universal principle, God also is a body. Ishvara, we offer him as Vishnu, Narayana, because you are identified with the body. You are in the Bhuloka, experience of the physical world. Right? And after realization, you recognize you are one with the Supreme Principle. Before realization, you cannot say all gods are not relevant. So what is not relevant is the physical form. The real God is the Atma, the self. So you are that self. In that, there is no separation between you and God, you and the universe, you and the Brahman. This separation vanishes. After realization, so this question doesn't arise because there is nothing else other than self. The concept of God, separation from me, all appears when you are identified with the body. So I am Supreme God only when you are establishing that. It's not a thinking, it's not a mental game. It's a real experience. Okay. With this, we'll conclude the session today. Namaste.